Yo, what is up everyone, and today we're going to be talking about Weegeepie. Pie. But before we hop into today's topic, I just want to say that we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys can hit that like and subscribe button, it would be much appreciated. And yeah, let's hop right into the video, guys. If you don't know who Ouija Pie is, he's a content creator with over 2 million subscribers who makes machinima-like content with the character Luigi from Mario Brothers. Now, there is other cast of characters who are either from the Mario Brothers franchise or just from other franchises in general, but here's a little snippet of a video to give a good idea of what type of content this guy does.
Stop! Chicken!
Oh,
No! No!
holy sh**! Oh.
Oh, yeah!
While I wouldn't watch this brain rot, I could see why younger generations picked up on it and thought it was hilarious. Now, originally, Ouija Pie had made his channel to do fan edits / re-upload SMG4's content. SMG4 is another content creator who makes similar content to what Ouija Pie makes today. Now, this re-uploading originally would get him some trouble with SMG4, where the creator of SMG would comment under one of his videos basically telling him to stop stealing and uploading his content onto his channel. This comment right here would prompt Ouija to make a minute-long video basically apologizing to SMG4 and stating that he would make his own original content from here on out. Now, after this apology, he did go on to make his own content and did mass millions of subscribers. But obviously, this wouldn't be the last drama that Ouija Pie would be in. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making a video on him. His first set of allegations were in 2021 when he was 16. The girl he was talking to at the time lied about her age, saying she was 15 when she was actually 12. They had talked really inappropriately, and allegedly she had sent explicit videos of herself to him. He apparently also cut off contact with her once he had figured out that she was 12. After cutting it off, the girl went after him and framed him as a pedo. Ouija would beat these allegations by claiming he didn't know that she was 12 at the time of them talking, and that she lied about her age. This drama would barely impact him, and he would continue to make his content up until 4 months ago, where multiple dockets were dropped on Ouija Pie. As soon as I was about to start recording this part of the video, I went to the first docket, and the first docket's actually been deleted. Luckily, I wrote down some of the things that were in it, so here we go. I'm going to start off by saying that this docket was the worst put-together docket that I've seen, and the worst job at actually trying to cancel someone. And it does make them look bad, and I see why they did delete this docket, because it does nothing for the story they try to tell later on. This docket focused on the usage of slurs, grape RP, and a prank that he pulled on one of his friends to make him look like a groomer on Twitter, which is kind of weird, but I don't think this is significant enough to try to cancel somebody with. And I will say this doc does come off a little bit clout grabby. Docket 2, or what I like to call it as Docket Re, is not put together any better, but it does hold more incriminating evidence against Ouija than Docket 1. Docket Re contains screenshots of Ouija doing server porn raids in servers full of minors, which is creepy in itself. This should have been in the last docket. It also has admission of him owning CP. He had sent these screenshots of the files after one of his friends called him a virgin, so he sent screenshots of the vids of him and his ex having relations, which they were both 14 at the time of him filming it. When he had sent these screenshots, he was 16, so it's still weird to own and possess this. It's also still illegal for a minor to own CP. We'll touch more on this later because it comes up on a later docket, so yeah. The last thing that was focused on in this docket was blackmail. This shows Ouija threatening the people that made the doc to stop what they're doing, or he would take legal action and use their personal information against them. I also want to say that they do mention 2 victims in here of grooming, but we figure out in the next docket that it's actually just a 2-year age gap, so I think they're mentioning that he was using his power to manipulate these people into doing things that he wanted. Well, which is still fucked up, but just not on the level of grooming, which I think was the wrong word to use there. Overall, these 2 dockets don't actually do the best job of pushing allegations against Ouija Pie, due to them being really shittily put together, and on top of the ages being left out of the second document totally when talking about minors and grooming. With that being said, docket 3 is where shit really hits the fan. This docket right here is the most damning one of them all, and it's the second to last one. It starts us by talking about the first information we have on actual like pedo/groomer behavior, where he's actually talking to a 12-year-old. All the screenshots from this section are really damning, and from what we can tell, he knew about her being 12 during this time. He also has this tendency of always saying he's a year younger than he is. So also want to point that out because he lies about his age a lot. The next section, they actually confirm the CP stuff I told you to remember earlier, and shows that he actually had sent it to his ex and he still has access to it. Okay, now the last section I want to focus on in this document is the confirmation that the 2021 allegations were actually true. I also failed to mention when I was talking about this at the beginning of the video that he did say the screenshots that were put out were faked, but this document shows that they weren't, and he actually forced the victim to say they were fake and manipulated them into a corner. It seems like he does have repeated behavior with this, especially with the other girls he's talked to. Now, before we move on to the last docket, I do want to say that docket 3 has a lot of information in it. I will be linking all the dockets in the description below, so you can take a look at it all yourself if you are curious. Like I said, the fourth document isn't that long. It's just 24 pages. It's still 24 pages just because a lot of it is the pictures of the 7th victim that they had found in their investigations. It also focuses on confirming a lot of the other things that were in the other dockets, and also talking about Respone's video where he talks to a witness of the situation and gives more insight into the recent minor, or the 12-year-old that he was talking to. I highly suggest you go watch that video. I'll also be linking that down in the description for y'all to go give a watch. Okay, so during the time of all these dockets come out, Ouija barely says anything, actually. He maybe releases like 2 responses, not even really responses. He's basically saying that he's waiting to make a video and that he's trying to build up as much information to counter all the claims that are coming out against him. Well, this is the part I've been waiting for, guys. This is his response video to those 4 dockets that got released on him almost 4 months ago.
Hey, Ouija Pie here. This is the response to everything, absolutely everything that's been said about me. I want to clarify, it's not an apology, it's a response/debunk, not an apology. Please share this. Some people probably have me blocked.
Okay, so this video already starts out really goofy and really weird, and it continues to be that way with memes all over the place. But I do want to mention that this video was posted on an alt account that was made the same day that this video was posted. He also posted a main channel video alongside this that didn't have anything to do with the allegation, but put this video in the link in the description. So, I mean, I guess there's that. It's still really weird that he had to make a whole other alt account to post this video. But, you know, whatever. Let's get into his first point of this video.
First, I'd like to mention that I've actually fucking tried to help kids, like very young teens, just not be sexual on the internet, and just avoiding them from meeting a pedophile or something, like multiple times. It's just something that I hate. Like, I just imagine myself having a daughter, and just the fact that she could be fucking groomed by a pedophile or something is just fucking sickening, and I just don't like that. I don't want it to happen to anyone.
So this guy's first point in this video is to say, well, no, actually, I've actually saved people from being groomed by pedophiles, so I can't be a pedophile/groomer. This is generally probably the worst start to a video addressing allegations. Oh my god, dude. I think this point right here is foreshadowing for how bad he handles this whole set of allegations in this whole video. After this point, he does ramble on about his ex who accused him of rape. I think this could have been left out just because of the fact that it's been proven debunked, and also it was taken out of the dockets for that reason. He still chooses to cover it for whatever reason, but I'm gonna skip over this part.
When you read, had sex with 14-year-old girl, that's obviously not good, but this is the same girl we were talking about, so I was also 14. Now, yeah, underage sex is not good, but it was consensual, both parties. However, this has made it seem like I just shared the footage, which is absolutely not true. Funny thing is, I already talked about this like 6 months ago, but this is just a screenshot of the file itself.
Okay, right here he is trying to disprove the CP claims. He only goes over this screenshot in particular and only mentions this stuff right here. Doesn't even mention the part where his ex comes back and confirms him still having the files on his devices. He also tries to claim that he sent them as is, censored, like how they are shown right now, but that is also completely not true. If you look right here, there's marking over the message, so there's just no way that he censored them, because this is the same picture from the docket. The person that censored it was the person that was screenshotting the images. But it gets worse from here. Like, I don't know how he could have gotten worse from here, but it gets worse.
And finally, there's like mentions of a 12-year-old girl, but in the document clearly says she lied about her age. And like, fucking read that part. She lied about her age. That should say enough about it. So basically, like, as it says, she lied about her age. And like, when I met her, she told me she was 15. So like, I don't remember. I was either 16 or 17. I don't really remember because it was a long time ago. But, you know, again, a very tiny age gap. I don't like to date very young people, for fuck's sake. I believe she's 15. She looks 15. It's not like I can touch her or anything. She revealed that she lied about her age. And that she was not 15, but 13 or 14. But that means when we met, she was like 13, not 12, fucking 13.
No matter how you put this, Ouija, it's still a 4 to 5 year age gap. I also think it's funny you're trying to write off this person as being untrustworthy because they lied about their age when you lied about your age multiple times as well.
And it's a 3-year age gap. So instead of being a 1.5 year age gap, it's a 3-year age gap. Big deal. Like, I'm personally very icky about age gaps that are like more than 2 years or 3 years. Like 3 years, I don't really like it, and I'll just kind of back off. And so I did. Well, like when you say to someone, "Oh, I lied about my age," that's a big red flag. And like another part with my friends is that, as you can see here, I literally told them that she lied, and then recently they all went, "Oh, so you're lying? We don't know who to trust."
You also want to say that your friends backstabbed you and threw you under the bus or whatever you want to say, but they were the ones trying to get you to stop talking to this 12-year-old, and you continued to talk to them for however long you did after them confronting you. Not only that, the screenshot that you try to use to incriminate your friends actually incriminates you. When this text is translated from French to English, it says, "Do you know that when he told me that he had broke up with Allie, he was still in a relationship?" So nowhere in this text does it confirm anything that Ouija Pie is saying. If anything, it makes him look worse. This guy is an idiot. Why would you put this in your video? Also want to point out here that at the beginning of the video, when he was disproving stuff with his ex, he actually translates the text messages he had with her. But he couldn't do it here.
But the thing is, I didn't completely cut contact because the last time I did that, I also got like false accusations, so I didn't want to repeat of that. But I really backed off, and when you're lied to, like, that's not really. And I tried to just get away from this. I was probably like 17 when it happened, and if there's like there's no other victims, like quote unquote victims, like none of those are victims, and they claim there's other victims. There's not. Like, if you're gonna claim there's more victims, like, at least have one victim. There's 0 victims in here.
That's a horrible excuse on the reasoning you continued to talk to this minor after sexting them. Not only that, if you went through all the text messages that were in that docket, it shows that you were talking to them up till not too long ago. This didn't just happen when you were 17. This happened for multiple years. You think we're all stupid, Ouija? Also want to mention, nowhere in this video does he say any of the screenshots that have been shown in the dockets were they faked. He never says that. So they're all real. Everything in the dockets are real. He tries to debunk them with the minimal amount of evidence on his side. He actually uses evidence that makes him look worse. This is generally the worst response video I have ever watched on YouTube. After this section of the video, he continues to talk about the slur usage that was brought up in the first docket, which yet again, I'm still going to say is the worst docket, but he still for some reason brings that up and talks about it for a good majority of the end of the video. If you guys want to see the rest of the video, this will also be down in the description. There has been some recent developments on the story itself, with him doing some more stuff, so I may cover that in a later video or stream, so stick around for that. But going through all the dockets and the videos I've seen, it's hard to not say that he is a pedo or groomer, especially with the lackluster of evidence he uses to try to debunk the most damning claims. He also uses more evidence to debunk the least credible or the least damning evidence there is. He also tries to really focus in on Doc 1 and Doc 2, which I said before were really shittily put together and didn't do the greatest job of pressing allegations against Ouija. But that is all for now, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Ouija down in the comments. Is he guilty? Is he innocent? Pedo or not? Just let me know, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.